Thank you from Ken and Will. Thank you.
ขอบคุณน้องอาร์มนะครับผมนะขอบคุณน้องอาร์มต่อไปเดี๋ยวเชิญเจ้าสาวเจ้าบ่าวแล้วกันนะครับนะ I would like to invite the groom and the bride to stage to say something to our guest today.
I just want to say a few words. I'll keep it short, as I know everyone's really waiting for Tom's speech. Firstly, a big thank you to everyone for coming today to help us celebrate our wedding. This is not the easiest place to get to. I know most people here, even from Thailand, are not from Hua-Hin. And although I said it was a 2-hour drive from Bangkok, this simply was because it sounds better than 3 hours. Anyway, we got here. A special thanks in particular to Anne's mum and grandma. Who have travelled from the Compagnon. Since I've been with Anne, you have both made me feel part of the family. And although my Thai needs a little practice so we can communicate with one another, I've always felt loved whenever we have visited you.
ก็ขอแปลจากตรงนี้นะคะก็คือวิวเขาขอขอบคุณคุณแม่กับคุณยายที่เดินทางมาไกลจากนครพนมนะคะแล้วก็ตั้งแต่เขาได้เจอกับแอนเนี่ยก็คือได้เวลาไปอยู่ที่บ้านก็เขาจะรู้สึกเหมือนเป็นครอบครัวเดียวกันค่ะแล้วก็เขาบอกว่าภาษาไทยของเขาเนี่ยยังไม่ค่อยดีอาจจะต้องฝึกฝนอีกนิดหน่อยเพื่อจะได้คุยกันรู้เรื่องมากขึ้นนะคะแล้วก็คุณยายกับคุณแม่ตลอดเวลาที่เจอกันก็คือคอยทำให้เขารู้สึกเหมือนรู้สึกถึงความรักที่คุณแม่มีให้เลยนะคะ
Also, I would like to thank my mum and dad who have travelled here with Sylvie and Bruce via Dubai to be here today. You've always been there to support me and have helped me out massively with organising the ceremony. In addition, some special thanks to everyone who's made it over from the UK. Far more people than I ever expected. I hope you're enjoying yourself in Thailand, as I know for some of you it is your first time. I've been told it was difficult to get Rossi to leave Pat Pong in Bangkok, but I'm glad you're all here now. A quick mention to my brother Jason, his wife Claire, and my nephew Luke. They had a little bit of trouble on the plane on the way here, but after Jason quickly apprehended the troublemaker, they eventually made it. My auntie Julie and Uncle Richard, who have come from Australia and who partnered up with me for golf yesterday. Unfortunately, it was not around for any of us to remember, and I'm still feeling a little bit aggrieved at not claiming the trophy, which I believe is rightfully mine. Next time. I think possibly my brother Duncan and his wife Bibi travelled the furthest to get here, all the way from their home in Florida. 26 hours, 3 flights via Tokyo isn't a trip anyone would relish. We have a few people from Dubai which apart from the locals here is probably the easiest journey, so no kind words for your effort. Lastly, for the thanks, I just wanted to mention some people who aren't here today but I wish could have been. Giles, a work colleague and a good friend, was unable to make it as his daughter is unwell. We send our love and prayers to her and her family. He would have loved it here and will give Andy a run for his money in the ugly swing golf competition. Jerome, who was my boss for the best part of 10 years, but was also one of my best friends, unfortunately passed away at the start of last year. I'm very happy he got the opportunity to meet Anne on a handful of occasions and would have loved being here today. My grandma, who passed away at the start of the year and who was always on at me to hurry up and get married. Fortunately, she got to know Anne and loved her, and I know she'll be very happy for me today. Lastly, one of my groomsmen who should have been here today is Maka. He died suddenly 2 weeks ago. We had grown up together, and like the other 4 guys with me today, was really like another brother. It is still very emotional, but I know how much he was looking forward to being here, and although he is not here, he's definitely here in spirit. So you can now stand up and make a toast to absent friends.
So looking
Absent friends. To wrap it up, I'd just like to say a few words about my beautiful new wife. It seems an age ago now when we met in Coachdown Road. It was my second trip to Thailand, and in between visiting temples, going to museums and visiting art galleries, I made some time to pop into Lava Bar. The rest is history, albeit with some long turns along the way.
เดี๋ยวขออธิบายตรงนี้นิดนึงนะคะก็คือเขาเล่าถึงตอนที่เจอกับแอนนะคะก็เหมือนความรู้สึกเหมือนแบบมันนานมาแล้วที่เขาเคยเจอกันครั้งแรกและที่ถนนข้าวสารนะคะแล้วก็เป็นทริปที่2ที่เขามาเที่ยวเมืองไทยระหว่างที่เขาไปเที่ยววัดแล้วก็ไปเยี่ยมพิพิธภัณฑ์แล้วก็ไปเที่ยวนิทรรศการศิลปะนะคะแล้วเขาก็มีเวลาที่จะแบบไปเดินข้าวสารแล้วก็ไปพักผ่อนที่ลาวาที่ผับลาวาค่ะแล้วก็ที่เหลือก็คือเป็นเหมือนเป็นประวัติศาสตร์ที่แบบเหมือนยาวนานมาแล้วอะไรอย่างเงี้ยคือเขาเจอกันนานมาแล้วก่อนที่เขาจะมาเป็นแฟนกันนะคะแล้วก็เหมือนทุกระยะเวลาระหว่างนั้นเขาก็คนละไม่ได้เจอกันอีกค่ะ
Throughout the years we were not together, we always remained in touch, and I believe we were fated to be together. No matter how long it was in between us seeing one another, whenever we did meet, it was as though we'd never been apart.
แล้วก็ระหว่างปีที่เขาไม่ได้อยู่ด้วยกันเนี่ยก็คือเขาก็รู้สึกว่ายังมีการติดต่อกันบ้างเป็นบางครั้งบางคราวแล้วก็เขาก็มีความเชื่อว่าเขากับแอนเนี่ยได้เป็นบุพเพสันนิวาสกันนะคะแล้วก็อันนี้ this is true I just can't say yeah and เขาคิดว่าไม่การที่เขาไม่ได้เจอกันที่นานมากเนี่ยมันไม่ได้มีปัญหาเลยในการที่เขาจะกลับมาเจอกันอีกครั้งหนึ่งนะคะแล้วตอนที่เขากลับมาอยู่ด้วยกันเนี่ยเขาไม่รู้สึกว่าเขาได้เคยแยกจากกันประมาณนี้ค่ะ
When you were able to come to work in UK, it was as though the stars had been aligned, and from that moment on, we've never really been apart. I think everyone will agree with me today when I say you and your bridesmaid look absolutely stunning.
ขอพูดตรงนี้เป็นภาษาไทยนิดนึงนะคะก็คือตอนที่เขาได้มาเจอตอนที่แอนนี่ได้ไปทำงานที่อังกฤษนะคะเขาก็ไม่เคยแยกจากกันอีกเลยนะตั้งแต่วันนั้นเป็นต้นมานะคะแล้วก็ทุกคนเขาเชื่อว่าทุกคนที่อยู่ในหน้าที่นี้เนี่ยเห็นด้วยกับเขาว่าทั้งแอนเองแล้วก็เพื่อนเจ้าสาวเป็นแบบสวยงามมากวันนี้ค่ะ
finally, a big thanks to Kanoi. Don't go away. Who works here at the Hyatt. Everyone says that organising a wedding is very stressful. This has not been the case. I've actually only been stressed about not being stressed. The reason for this is Kanoi has made everything so easy, and I thank you, and I think you'll agree she's done an amazing job. That's me finished now. Now sit back for the main event. And the hand over to my brother and best man Tom. Shit.
All right. Big letters. I am ill prepared for this, a bit like Will's for his vows. I don't know if anyone noticed that. Okay, welcome everyone, and thank you for coming. It's a testament to both Will and Anne that so many people have come here today. People have come from around the globe. We have people from Florida, Australia, Austria, Dubai, all over the UK, and of course Thailand. Then again, maybe they came for a nice holiday. I'm going to keep this speech short for two reasons. One, I'm aware that half of you won't understand what I'm saying. The second reason, I only started writing this morning. Now, William asked me to be his best man. It's not much of a surprise, as he's grown up in my shadow for 30 odd years. Anyone who knows us knows that I'm the quiet and reserved one. And this doesn't come easily for me, so please bear with me. We're twins, identical twins, and the same in every way, apart from one. I'm blessed. Sorry, Anne. I'm not going to retell a lot of stories about William and I from our youth, but if anyone is interested, please ask my mum. But be prepared, you need an exit strategy. I will say we grew up in a village, Codica, which you should all visit at some point in time, with two great parents and two older brothers. If Will and I are 32, Jason and Duncan are 55 and 54, I think, respectively. Growing up with the brothers meant it was a very competitive household. William was the runt of the litter. I said runt, and therefore he had to fight hard for attention, something that should serve him well in his married life. A common joke within the household was around our mother's desire to have a girl. She never got one, but we always said she got the next best thing, William. Anne and William have been together now in some form or other for around 10 years. It was, however, not until 5 years ago that I, along with the rest of the family, learned about the relationship. It's not so surprising, as William has always kept relationships close to his chest, to the point we did question if he was interested in girls at all. I was relieved the day I found Tinder on his phone and not Grindr. It's true. Anne came to the UK in 2013 and lived with William, myself and my fiancée, Naki, who's also Thai. So as you can imagine, we never went hungry in that household. We did though lose a number of jumpers to the Thai habit of not reading clothing label instructions. Only about 12 at the last count. It was one of these days whilst Anne was living with us, Naki and I returned to our flat in Brixton to a scene of devastation. William was standing on the landing, hands outstretched, crying like a baby, telling me it wasn't his fault. The carpet was soaked in blood, and I had thought the worst. I was relieved when I had heard Anne groan from the bathroom to go up there and find she had a big gash on her head. It transpired in an act of romanticism. William had tried to carry Anne up the stairs, made it halfway before dropping her. Like a bobsleigh from Cool Runnings, she had gone down the stairways, head first into the door frame. We spent the next few hours in A&E with William trying to tell us it wasn't his fault. But it's no coincidence that he spent a lot of the time in the gym since then. But the fact that he survived this episode shows to me it must be love. On another occasion, William and Anne went for a holiday and spent a couple of days in Koh Phi Phi. The last night they were in Koh Phi Phi, they went and had a romantic dinner on the beach and had a number of prawns. 2 or 10 were dodgy. They found us out the next day as William was leaking from both ends. He had to do a big boat crossing from Koh Phi Phi to the mainland, which he's often described to me as the worst experience of his life and the only time he thought about committing suicide. They made it, however, and Anne managed to get him some drugs that stopped the leaking and checked them both into a hotel. Anne then had to go and run some errands. William said it was the minute she closed the door, the last bout of the sickness raised its head, and for a lack of a better description, he shat himself. He really shat himself all over the bed. Honestly, this is the true story. Now, I don't know what he was thinking, but he was thinking he could cover this up, so he took the sheet into the bathroom and tried to wash them. Obviously to no avail. So then he did what every self-respecting man would do in this situation, which is to roll the sheets, the shitty sheets, into a ball and put them in the top of the wardrobe. Anne came in and after about 10 seconds realised something was wrong. Where are the sheets? William had to confess and showed her the shit ball of sheets in the wardrobe. She then ran away, so again, it must be love. Alright, as I said at the beginning, it's so nice that everyone is here, but as William referred to, there are a number of important people in both our lives who are not here today. I would also like to mention them. I know not everyone here is religious, but I think it helps to think these people are still here in spirit looking down on the day. Can we make sure everyone's got a drink, because we'll take it in turns and we'll do a toast for each of them. Can we get a drink, please? Got one now? Water doesn't count. Alright, well, we've got drinks coming? Can someone in Thai say, can we get some drinks? Seriously. Alright, well, we're going to proceed. This Thai one, it always runs like clockwork in Thailand, so. Our grandma, as Will mentioned, passed away in February. She was 94 and would have loved to be here today. She was hugely influential in both our lives. She loved Anne and would be proud of both of them. I think she's looking down today, hoping I don't push the boundary on this speech. I probably pushed him a little bit too far, so I apologise to Grandma. Can we all raise a glass to Grandma? Jerome. As Will mentioned, Jerome passed away in June last year. He was a very important figure, not just to William and I, but to a lot of people in the audience today. Again, he was very proud of both William and Anne. I like to think he's looking down today at this ceremony. Hopefully he hasn't found the communion wine. If he has, Lord help the angels. Can we raise a toast to Jerome? Finally, Ben Macker MacDonald, one of our childhood friends. He was meant to be an usher today, but sadly passed away 2 weeks ago. I know for me and a lot of people here today, emotions are still very raw. He left a wife and 2 kids who are very much in our thoughts. Can we raise a toast to Mecca? We had 3 days of great sunshine and then unfortunately it rained today. However, my sister-in-law said last night that if it rains on your wedding day, it means you're going to have kids within a year. Fuck me, it looks like we're going to have triplets. To close, I would like to thank everyone for coming. Anne, you do look beautiful. William, you're really punching above your weight. Welcome to the family, Anne. And if you could all join me now in raising the toast to the bride and groom. Thank you.